Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Europa Universalis IV, Common Sense, Scotland. No, you may not be a march. This is like the 5th time you've asked. No means no. Learn. Now, anyway, so we finished a war against England a while back, but now we're just sort of sitting back, trying to get some money to build up, trying to earn enough money to pay off the loans that are coming due, because there are going to be plenty of those. Really wish I could get something from some of these other people, but whoops. And there go the Leinster guys. Okay. We'll call our diplomat away from Aragon. Let's get our army maintenance up. Oh gosh, 6 ducats a month. I don't have any mercenaries, do I? Let's consolidate these regiments. I haven't been over my force limit, I assume. No, my force limit's plenty high. So that's not the issue. Let's actually back up toward Connaught for now. Yeah, 10 years of separatism in Leinster. Would have been nice to avoid that, but not much that can be helped there. Alright, so they're just going to sit tight, and given time... where is it? There it is. Yep. Given time, they will enforce their demands and become a separate country. Well, I'm not going to let that happen, obviously. Leinster is mine. Whoa. Marriage policies pay off. A son of our family is next in line to a foreign throne. France! Oh, okay. So France just has one of our guys, Louis Stewart, is now the heir to the throne in France. Oh, fantastic. Of course, that means eventually I could try to claim the throne. Not sure how exactly that would work in this case. France is a lot bigger than me, but this should mean that France is going to be unequivocally an ally for me in pretty much every way. Awesome! That means we can start using France like a cudgel. Maybe I can even take on Provence. Well, France won't help yet, still. They apparently like Provence a little bit, but still. Not as much as me, but they do like it. Obviously, I can't declare war on England for a while. I would have to lose, what? Stability effects, -5 for breaking a truce. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Alright. Well, let's use Connaught on some of their men, and we'll squish some of these rebels real quick. Ultimately, the worst thing is, I just don't have any money as Scotland. That's really what's killing me right now. And knowing that, I'm thinking a little bit ahead and wondering, oh, the Lollard heretics are done. I'm looking ahead and I'm wondering exactly what kind of ideas I should go with in order to try and rectify that. Not an easy choice. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Let's drop us. Actually, hang on. Select army. Well, group them up. Don't attach. Drop a siege. Back up. Don't need to suffer any more losses than we already have. All right. And let's go ahead and drop our army maintenance back down. Good. So anyway, as far as ideas are concerned... Oh, there we go, we got Leinster. Okay. As far as ideas are concerned, there's really only a few options. Now, what I usually would do early in the game is go for a diplomatic idea group, because I think the admin point and the military points early in the game may be a little bit more important. Military power, specifically with the idea that I want to get... say, the next levels of military technology. And until I'm pretty far ahead of time with military tech, I don't think it's worth picking up a military idea group. I think the tech is more important, at least in the early game. The admin tech I need in order to get to my next set of ideas, but there's also quite a few nice things with admin tech, and if I'm going to be taking any provinces, I'm going to need admin points to core them, so I want to save those points. That leaves diplomacy, diplomatic power, as not a big deal. I'm usually fairly good on technology there, so my first idea group typically would be a diplomatic idea. There is the problem of what exactly is actually going to be best for me. Now, I know exploration will probably suit our purposes eventually, but right now we're so early in the game, and our diplomatic technology is so low, I can't actually get to the new world and colonize it, so there's no point in picking this up. It's just a waste of idea time. Diplomatic ideas is never that bad. An extra diplomat, diplomatic relations, war exhaustion is not that important. Improving relations are better. Better reputation. Province war score cost is pretty nice. Diplomatic technology cost -10% is great, and once you finish it, lowers impact from diplomatic action. So I think I can break royal ties and such and not really have much of an effect. Diplomatic ideas would be great. Alternatively, there's trade ideas. And that would get me additional trade power, more merchants, trade range, efficiency, again, more merchants. Trade steering is more effective, caravan power, and, again, more merchants. 3 more merchants, all in all. if I went with that. Now, that would be the most ideal choice, except I don't know for sure how merchants work anymore in the game. It used to be, and this was kind of a hidden thing, but it used to be that merchants not only would give you, the ability to steer trade and collect from trade and such, but they also, every additional merchant you had over 2 gave you an extra 5 naval force limit. So if I had 3, I would get an extra 5 naval force limits, and so on. And out of the trade ideas, basically with 3 extra merchants would also mean 15 extra naval force limit, which was fantastic. I don't know if that's still in the game. I've heard that it's not. But I don't know that for sure, and I'm kind of scared to throw away a lot of points finding out as a grand experiment. If anyone knows that, be sure to put that in the comment section, let me know. The rest of these just don't really work. Influence ideas is good, but it doesn't really actually help me in this case. If I were part of the HRE, yes, but no. As far as administrative ideas are concerned, that's an alternative to the diplomatic ideas. Economic ideas sounds fantastic to me. Additional taxes, lower build costs, inflation reduction, less interest, faster autonomy reduction, land maintenance goes down, production efficiency goes up, and development cost goes down. So this saves me a lot of money and monarch points through development. Economic ideas seem great in this expansion. I'll definitely want to get them at some point. Alternatively, innovative's not bad. Prestige, mercenary is not that big a deal, but lower technology cost is quite nice. Saves me a lot of admin points. Extra advisors, reduce inflation, monthly war exhaustion, leaders without upkeep, advisor costs. It saves me some money and monarch points. It's still pretty solid. And administrative ideas is fairly obvious, just like diplomatic ideas are. Don't speak English that good. Mercenary costs, core creation cost is a huge one. Mercenary maintenance, these are both good situationally, but not ideal. Hopefully I won't have to get a lot of mercenaries in the future. Lower interest, more mercenaries available, more advisors, admin tech cost minus 10% is great, and goods produced plus 10%, so this is pretty good too. Economics seems like a winner to me, and I can't decide between diplomatic or trade, and if I should try to see if the merchants will actually end up being better. The problem is I'm in such a weak trade node that having the extra merchants, I'm not convinced will actually do very much for me. Maybe they would, but maybe they wouldn't. But maybe that, unless I'm willing to go with an administrative idea group at the beginning of the game, maybe that's really the best way that I'm going to be making my money. I'm not really sure. So put your thoughts in the comments section. I'm definitely not going with a military idea group right off the bat. A great advisor has died. Oh dear. Oh no, it's not one of our guys again. So, but they are 50 years old, which I do believe means that they have a higher chance of death now. Non-enforcement of ordinances. Additional local autonomy in Cumbria. Or lose 30 admin power. Let's take a look at Cumbria. Autonomy is currently 36.8%, so we're losing a lot in taxes. Well, taxes by a lot, I mean, the base is 0.16. If I lost another 40%, that would hurt, actually. This would go down to, 0.03-ish ducats per month, so Cumbria basically becomes worthless to me. Virtually no manpower, nothing at all, of any kind anywhere. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to accept the admin power cost, but it's not ideal. Alright, some of the other things that we could look at this point is we could look at development. And now with the 1.13 patch, it does sort automatically by the lowest cost for development improvement. So it would cost me 59 of something to improve the development of Lothian. And it goes down the list. Aberdeen would be the most expensive. Which is odd to me because Lothian has a total development of 17, yet it's the cheapest to work with right now. Aberdeen has a development of 10 instead, and it's the most expensive. I'm not sure how that calculates, because Lothian and Aberdeen should... Oops, we got more ships done. Aberdeen and Lothian both have 0 autonomy, so I'm not really sure how that works. And Lothian has a higher base tax, too. Capital City gets a 10% discount. Okay. 34 development, and Coastal Center of Trade gives it a reduction as well. Oh, also Highlands. Okay, so apparently terrain has a high impact on development costs. I did not know that. Alright, well, that is interesting, isn't it? So let's get this fleet together, group it up, and add some more trade in the English Channel. Hopefully the two fleets will merge up. They did? They did. Okay. They did that automatically. Fantastic. We have a loan coming due, don't we? Did it automatically? No, it didn't. There used to be a pop-up that was here saying we have a loan coming due, but I don't see it. Also, our truce will expire in a few years. Yeah, not a big deal. Huh. Alright. So we can invest in the next level of military tech, but there's really no reason to do that right now. It would be good to get the next level of infantry, and before the next rebellion fires, that will be very important, I think. But we'll hold on to it for now, there's no rush. And if we can get to the next year, we'll get an even further discount on the tech. So, alright, Connaught is actually currently at 200 relation. We could annex them. But again, I kind of had some plans as far as what I could do with them. Then again, well, how much base tax and development are we looking at? 0.33. How? Whoa! Why is your autonomy so gosh dang high? 80% autonomy? Connaught, no wonder you can't afford anything. One of your better base taxed provinces is so gosh darn high on autonomy, you're getting nothing. You're getting like 0.2 ducats a month. Huh. Okay, well, So now I guess the question then would be, do I accept the cultural issues whenever I go for the Welsh territories, and do I just eat Connaught? Do you have... You do not have any claims on Meath, so you actually don't really offer much to me at all, Connaught. How much does our manpower need to get to? 90%. My man... Oh gosh, this is a worthless mission. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe I do annex Connaught then. I don't really know. I was thinking the cultural advantages would be nice to not have to worry about the unrest, but honestly, with 80% autonomy, Ulster is just worthless. It might be better if I just took command of it directly. There's the loan coming due. Both due July in 2 years. So they're giving me that much warning. Well, that's nice of you. Yeah, I think I do. I think I actually do want to, I do want to annex them, I think. And like I said, originally the idea was I wanted them to take the culture, the Irish culture groups, including the Welsh, which are here on Western British Isles. And I figured if I feed them those territories, I won't have to worry about the unrest, because it'll be an accepted culture group, Connaught can grow, they can core the provinces for me, and I'll just annex them later. But for some reason in the last war, I wasn't actually able to turn them over to be occupied by Connaught. I'm not really sure why, because it looks to me like Gwynedd and Ulster do have adjacency through the Irish Sea. So it shouldn't be an adjacency issue. I don't know if for some reason, maybe there was a blockade I wasn't paying attention to, maybe the coring distance was too long for some reason? I don't know. We'll see. If the mission comes up again, we'll definitely start annexing Connaught. And steal all your base tax and raise autonomy, and that will be good. You know what? Let me see something. Total development. So the total development increases my trade power. Force limits, naval force limits, supply limits. What increases base tax? Okay, that would be admin development. So I get an extra 0.04 if I developed this more. Goods production, local goods, shipbuilding time, manpower. I'm looking at these extra military points that I have that I don't need necessarily. I'm wondering what I could get from this, but it would just be maximum manpower, really. It's not a bad thing to have extra of, but it's not a huge deal. The extra developments that gives me extra trade power, though, that could be nice. But I think that only works in, like, multiples of 10. Or 5 in the case of trade power. Maybe extra every 5 trade power I get 5 development, I get 1 extra trade power? Is that how that works? I'm not strictly sure. That said, I am looking at the diplomatic power and wondering if I'm raising this and making extra production income and I'm increasing my trade power, is improving Lincoln actually a pretty good way to make some extra money? And that would be just trading out diplomatic power. I'm going to do it just once and see what happens. So it costs us 60 right now. We have 2 trade power. Force limits. I'm just making mental notes, and boom. Okay. So that went up a little bit. And yes, okay, so every development increases trade power by 0.2. So spending points in Lincoln right now to get a little extra trade power in the English Channel is probably more effective than almost anything else I could sink my points into. I'm not going to keep doing it because I don't think it's still quite worth it. That's a lot of power. But it gives you an idea why a place like London, for example, with these extra modifiers to trade power, would be a very good place to be bumping up a lot of diplomatic points. Lothian is in a similar position, honestly. I could spend 59. I could have spent less, actually, and gotten more out of it. Although the trade power in the North Sea is not worth as much as it is in the English Channel. So I'm not really sure how the math of that all works out, and I'm sure I could sit down with a pad and pen and really figure it out. The Alsatian-Burgundian Punitive War. So that war... Wow! Look how many people... Okay, so what happened with this war? Are they... They are! Okay. These people all broke free. What can I do to you? So if I declared war on you, I have no casus belli right now, that's a problem, but, they all got free. Military access. Oh my. My. Unfortunately, I only have... Wait. Yeah, definitely don't have nearly enough trade power in the English Channel. Wait, what? Confused how this works. Where's my fleet? So, the fleet is getting me an additional 15.76 trade power in the English Channel. That's how that works, right? Do I still have you collecting from trade? I do. So let's transfer trade power. That may lose me some money. I'm at 2.34 right now. 2.32, not a huge difference. But the difference is now we have 12% of the trade power. Okay, so that actually is a good way to do things. Let's take a look at... I could issue an embargo, justify trade conflict. They have 12% in the English Channel and I have 12, so they need to have more. Flanders, Holland... Oh, I'm sorry, Holland has 17, and Flanders has 12, like me. So basically, these guys aren't large enough to justify any of this. It's unfortunate, really. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at my power projection and thinking it's going down a lot. Why? Why is it going down so much? Humiliating England is going down. Have I... Who are my rivals right now? I'm going to rival Provence, and I'm going to issue an embargo against them. That'll give me a little extra power projection. And do I want to rival Burgundy? They're still allied with Castile. Actually, how much trade power do you have? They have 1. Yeah, they got nothing in the English Channel. Still, I could rival them. Alternatively, though, I could rival Denmark, and I think that automatically will break something. What will that break? If I rival them, does that break the royal marriage or just the alliance? Burgundy also currently has, like, nothing. If I jumped in on a war on Burgundy just sort of punitively, I could try to take some of their stuff, but I think that'd be a lot of effort to accomplish very little, so... Oh, hi, Mr. Frame Drop. I was wondering when you'd show up. You always do. Okay. Well, we'll move on. I'm going to bump up to speed 4. See if anything interesting happens. Let my money stockpile a little bit. Nothing interesting is happening. Nothing at all except for the frame drop. Gosh dang, stupid computer. This happens all the time. And by all the time, I mean specifically with this game after I've been recording for more than 40 minutes. It always does this. Alright, well, you know what? Whether I like it or not, I think that's going to have to be the end of this episode. Absolutely nothing happened. Really, like, absolutely nothing happened. Ah, come on, frame drop. Have I got mission options yet? No? Ah, come on. Gosh dang, stupid. Hey, hey. Can't choose any missions until next year. Alright, I was going to see if the cannot mission is available yet. Alright. Well, you know what, this is going to have to be good enough for now, so let me know what you guys think about ideas in the comments section, because I'm not really sure which would be the best in this case. I liked diplomatic just for like the long-term benefits, but maybe trade would be better. And when I get further in the English trade node, that could have some huge benefits, so tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.